Factoring. Factoring companies are basically companies that make money off of your invoices. So let's say you bill $1,000. I'm not including any tax here because you can't factor tax. But they will take, to give you the cash immediately, they're going to take a percentage of that. So let's say you book a job through Acme Broker, XYZ Broker. You then have your invoice, your order confirmation, and your signed bill of lading. The job's done. And you then send that all over by email or fax or whatever to your factoring company. They're instantly going to cut you a check or send you a deposit to your bank account minus their fee. The company I used was just a flat 5% fee. To some that sounds high, but they didn't do any holdbacks or anything like that. So for me, it was worth it. The great thing about that is you get cash right away, and you don't have to wait the 30, 60, sometimes up to 90 days for the broker to cut checks to the factoring company. Until you grow and you have enough cash flow, I guess, to do that, factoring is a good way to go. So as I say here, they pay instantly for a fee, usually a percent. They need the signed bill of lading. They need the order confirmation that you got from the broker. Also, we didn't talk about this before, but when you pick up your load, once it's loaded onto the trailer, take photos of it. Don't forget to do that. Have, a phone or some kind of a PDA or a digital camera that you can take photos of the stuff. And then when you arrive at the delivery location, before it's unloaded, just get out and snap a couple more photos. It's always good, because if something ever came up later that, well, there was a dent in the side of the air conditioner, you can show the photos that, well, I didn't put that dent there, or during its transport it didn't get dented. It's always good to have documentation of this stuff. When you arrive to pick up the stuff being shipped, the shipper 99% of the time is going to give you a bill of lading or some kind of document saying this is what you're shipping, you're going to have to sign, and et cetera, and you're going to carry that along with you. That it's like a legal document showing, if you get stopped by the police or something, that you didn't steal this stuff and you're actually delivering it somewhere. But I also suggest having your own bill of lading. This is something you can download from the web and print multiple copies of. You can buy them at Staples or Business Depot. They come in like a pack of 50, and they come with the carbon copy thing, so you could put it in between the pages, and you got to fill them out by hand. But the reason I suggest having the two copies is always better than one, but also it's just extra proof of delivery. So when you deliver this stuff, you get whoever's representing the company at that delivery location. It basically says the goods have arrived in good order, or something like that. And obviously on the bill of lading, you either have to type on in your computer before you print it what you're shipping, or handwrite it on there and get them to sign it. You keep the original. You can give them the carbon copy, and then you can also keep that for your records that the delivery was made, and you can use it for your factoring company as well, so you can get paid. Also, record pickup and delivery on your inspection report. So as commercial operators, every day we have to fill out an inspection report. What time we started work, how many kilometers we travel, all that kind of stuff. We stop for fuel, we write it down. Everything gets written down. If you arrive at ABC Manufacturing at 10 a.m., you park your truck, you write that down. Arrived at blah, 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 10 a.m. Then, when you arrive at your next location to deliver, arrived at 2 p.m., 123 Main Street, Buffalo, and you have a record of this stuff. And this is all, trust me, this is all stuff that in the moment, I know it seems like extra work, but later on when you're trying to, if anything ever came up, like this wasn't delivered, or trust me, this stuff happens. it was delivered to the wrong location, whatever, then it's not on your hands. You have documented proof that you did what was asked of you. You have the bill of lading, you have the order confirmation, and you have your daily inspection reports. So it's just good to document everything. And also, by law, you're supposed to do that anyway, because if you get stopped at a scale, they're going to want to see on your inspection report your times on and off duty, and on duty but not driving. So there's a category for that where you're on duty but not driving. So that means loading or unloading. So that all has to be documented, so the officer can see, okay, this is what they were doing today. So I don't mean to go on and on about that, but I just want to really make an impression on you that stuff is very important to do. Being pro. Number one, you need a website. You can set up a website. There's many places. I'm not here to promote any particular place. Website.com offers it. GoDaddy, where they have basically templates already there. It's almost like operating a Word document. It's really simple to use. You only need a 3 or 4 page website. Put some pictures of your truck up there. Download some pictures from the web of a similar truck, whatever. And just a little blurb about what you do. You can have your carrier pack there under your contact information, have your address there, your company name, contact information. Let's say you're a husband and wife team, but your wife's at home. Mary at blah 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 company.com, your name, also a generic email address like info at blah blah company.com, and you can make that a catch-all account so it comes to your email. Also business cards, I suggest having those, because when you're out and about doing your deliveries or your pickups, it's always nice to pass a business card over. Now there's one caveat to that, where if you are showing up at a location, sometimes the broker will say to identify yourself as ABC Trucking, which is their name. They want to appear like it's their truck showing up, and that's fine. So in those circumstances, obviously you're not going to hand out a business card. And when I say hand out a business card too, I'm not trying to go around the broker. You don't want to do that, because that's just going to give you a bad name. It's always good if the broker books the job and the guy comes out and says, hey, I booked this through Julie at ABC Broker, but next time, can I call you directly? It's probably better to say, no, just call Julie. Julie will get me to come out and do this. But it depends on the situation. But never burn your broker, because they will, if you do good jobs for them, they may have a lot of work for you, where one broker can keep you busy all the time. Always be friendly, even if you meet a guy or a woman who's grumpy or whatever. Just shove that off and just be friendly and professional. You're there representing your business and your company, okay? You're not there to argue with anybody, or if somebody's like, well, my cousin straps it down like this, and my cousin drives a big 53-footer, and you just got a little truck there and stuff. Don't let that kind of stuff bother you. Just, whatever, just go on with your work and try to be as friendly as you possibly can. And this is the other thing I have here is don't let the big guys scare you. Sometimes you show up at yards where there's a lot of trucks waiting, there's trucks lined up, and you're there in your dually pickup and your 40-foot trailer, and you're next to all these big rigs, and it's a bit intimidating, to be honest. Lest I feel it, I feel like, well, here I am in this little truck, and they probably think like, look at this joker, but we're all human beings, right? And the guys that are intelligent get it. They know you're out working just like them. You might have a smaller truck, but you're doing the same work that they're doing. Obviously, you're not carrying as much weight as them and all that kind of stuff. But remember, this isn't a competition. And to be honest with you, just keep in mind that you're probably making more money than they are. They're probably making, 40 cents a mile or something like that, and you're charging a lot more than that. Now, of course, you got your expense and stuff on top of that, but trust me, the guys that come up to you and say, "Hey, nice little truck you got there," or something like that, just say, "Yep, whatever," and just let him go on his way. Just don't let that stuff bother you.